Our CES 2018 coverage is proudly powered by Amazon. Help support our content by going to PLUGHITZLive.com/Amazon. Hey guys, Scott here with PLUGHITZ Live, part of the Tech Podcast Network. We're here at the Sands at Eureka Park during CES 2018. Behind me, I've got a car and a phone and a button and some, we'll find out about that in just a second. But first, introduce yourself for me.
Of course. My name is Nick Telleregia. I'm the COO of FenSense, a company that's trying to revolutionize car technology for cars of any year and any vintage.
Okay. So how are we doing that? I see the button and the phone, and then there's a license plate behind me. What have we got going on there?
So I'll intro you to our first product of what we hope to be many products for the car IoT space. Our first product is a license plate frame. It's basically an adapter that you attach to your license plate.
Okay.
It's completely wireless, it's battery powered, it can be installed in minutes, which is traditional screws or our security screws.
Okay.
And it has 2 ultrasonic sensors. And these sensors just observe the world, either behind your car or in front, depending on where you install the plate, and they let you know if you're near an obstacle and give you a visual image of what's behind your vehicle or in front of your vehicle. And it does that by transmitting data to your cell phone, any kind of smartphone, Android and iOS compatible.
Okay.
And you can see here an example image of what it would show on your phone. Essentially, if you had both front and back and there were no obstacles, it would just show clearance. If not, it would show you where the obstacle was so you could avoid it when parking or approaching a car in traffic, or just to avoid any sort of injury that might happen if you're near people in the future. We also ship with a tap button. The tap button is basically for convenience. So if you want to get in your car, want to load our device, but you don't want to touch your phone, want to keep your eyes on the road, you just tap the button. So you have Android, it opens the app. You have iOS, it gives you a notification. You can just swipe to open the app and just get back to driving.
Great. That's great. And you said with the image here, it's showing front and back. So that must mean we can pair more than one of these to our device?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
So we have a deal for 2 if you go to our website, fensense.com, FENSENS.com. Or you can buy 1 if you just need 1 for the front of your car because you have a new car with a backup camera already.
Okay.
Yep. But we're working on various other products. The tap button can be used shortly to actually open any app on your phone so you can keep driving and not fiddle around to open Waze or Google Maps if you don't like Apple Maps if you're an Apple user,
Sure.
which a lot of us are. But yeah, so we're continually innovating. We're really excited about our first product. It's doing really well in the market. And we just love hearing from our customers about how happy they are.
And so obviously there isn't any limitation other than the shape of the license plate frame. There's no limitation to where this could go.
That's correct, yeah. So it's a license plate frame today. We have a US spec, which is what's behind you. We also have an EU spec device that's going to be shipping shortly to Europe.
Okay.
It's also available on our website right now. It'll be available on Amazon as well. But we're actually iterating on this device and creating a unit that can be attached magnetically anywhere to any vehicle, whether it be a boat or a U-Haul truck you're renting and you just want to not damage a U-Haul truck because it's a massive truck and you don't know where you're going.
And not inexpensive when you do damage it.
Exactly, and you don't want to pay that extra $40 for a collision waiver or whatever, just to avoid the collision to begin with. So, yeah.
That's great. And is there any kind of a timeline on that, or are we just getting into it now?
We're getting into it now. I mean, it's very iterative. We already have the tech, so hopefully a matter of months, but we're chugging on full cylinders right now just to get products out the door, and hopefully soon.
Very cool. So where did the idea for the product come from? Why did the company go, you know what we should do? We should make some car tech.
Yeah. So the idea really came from us being car guys, car fanatics, loving our vehicles. Some of them happen to be older, and we don't want to really mess with the cars too much to install new technology.
Right.
And one of the first use cases was just backup technology, right? I mean, everybody could benefit from having some visibility behind their vehicle when parking, and just you could save some money, maybe save some damage to your property. But we shouldn't have to actually mess with the vehicle so much. We have to take a bumper apart, wire something that we're unfamiliar with, maybe avoid a warranty if it's a newer car. So our idea was, what can we do in car tech, generally, to bring car technology to older vehicles where it's easy to install, inexpensive, right? And just it can be used with any device, whether it's iOS or Android. This was our first iteration because this made sense. Everything kind of lined up for this, and there's a use case for it. But there's so many others we're working on.
And it's great to not have to install something, because I'm not taking anything on my car apart. I changed a car stereo one time, and that was enough. I'm not interested in doing any of that ever again, but I can remove the 4 screws around my license plate and then put them back.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly why we did this, why we made this company.
That's fantastic. And you said that you could use regular screws or security screws. Does it ship with the security screws, or?
It ships with security screws, 2 different kinds depending on the kind of adapter you have to attach license plates to your car. Some cars have different sort of molds for different screws. Also with your security screwdriver, and some other tools that just make your life a little easier when installing it. We also ship with a actual magnet mount for your phone, so if you don't have one in your car, you can have one after buying our product. So what we ship with this actual frame, the magnet mount, the tap button, security screws, screwdrivers, the whole 9 yards. It comes with 2 lithium-ion batteries, which in real-world testing has lasted for way more than 6 months. I've had mine on for a year now, still going strong.
I was going to ask about the battery life, so that's good.
Yeah. So everything you need to get going, to install it, forget about it, have a safety device at your, whenever you need it, it's always there for you. We ship with all of that.
Cool. And when the battery is done, what do we do? Is it a replaceable? Is it a rechargeable? How do we deal with that?
Glad you asked. So in the whole sort of mission of keeping things simple, easy for our consumers, the batteries are AA batteries. So you can go to Save-On, Rite Aid, wherever, CVS, get a couple AA's, plop them in, you're good to go for another 6 months. The ones we ship with are lithium-ion, so they last a little more than 6 months, but 6 months is kind of the average time for regular AA's.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I really like the technology, and I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today.
Thanks for coming by. I love to see you guys here.
Of course. For continuing CES 2018 coverage, stay tuned to PLUGHITZLive.com/CES.